Hello, I'm at Defo Sheffield today and I'm going to be climbing on the board and answering some of your questions. We've done one of these before, but there were loads of questions remaining and I got loads this time as well, so I'm going to do another one. I literally got permanent pump. My forearms are so tight. I'm feeling in great shape. I'm so crap at the moment.
Trend for these videos is you start really bad.
I don't think I'm going to get better on this one, I fear. The fall off is crazy. 2 weeks ago. Now I'm falling off E6s. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many good ones. Should I do favourite boulder and favourite lead climb? Oh, but burn number 3. And that like effectively got me the win. But the Innsbruck coordination semis was also really cool. When you like take out the absolute stress I was going through. Okay, I'll say burn boulder number 3. But also tied with boulder number 4 from World Champs Finals. The like face out. Lead, I really liked World Champs Finals. It's so hard to say what was actually like the best set or what just has the best memories, because Bali final obviously has good memories. I thought Chamonix World Cup semi-final was really good because it was a very like resistance route with a couple really hard moves in there that like spat people off. So I think if I take away my own like emotions, I think that was one of my favourites, and I think it split the field really well. I feel so unfit. I'm like out of breath eating this granola bar. Banging though. Shout out to Pip and Nut for sending me these for free. I've like devoured 2 of them already and I got them yesterday afternoon. What the hell has happened to me? Title this video The Downfall of Erin McNeely's Fleece. I said I get ripped into for my climbing snacks because people don't think they're good. I go through phases. This is great. Anything with peanut butter in it is great. I went through a phase of having PB&J sandwiches, and sometimes I just have crackers, like crackers on their own. But sometimes I have crackers with peanut butter or crackers with jam. And sometimes I just have plain rice cakes. That's a big one. But then those are like my snacks, and then I'll have meals that actually have some nutritional value. I like chocolate covered peanuts, but I don't have those that much. Reese's cup. Oh my god, that's my favourite chocolate by far. Reese's peanut butter cup. Seaweed. Seaweed is so good. And then just like fruit, like an apple. Because I like split it in half and then I'll save a half of it for later. Or a pepper, just like eat it like an apple. Actually, I eat a pepper like normal people eat an apple, and then for an apple I like split it in half.
Go home.
When I became national champion, I celebrated with a pepper.
Oh my god, bro.
And then we went to an Indian restaurant.
That like pepper with like melted chocolate.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice.
Forfeit in the Halloween video. That is disgusting. Are you joking? Comment down below if you think that's disgusting.
I'll make it.
No one wants that. That is awful. That is heinous. It's hard though.
Huh?
I feel like I'm trying very hard. It feels hard.
That's mine, mate.
I know.
You have to say it so cocksuckingly.
I know.
No,
In fact, this is the reason that I'm quitting climbing.
what if I ever get better?
Yeah, what's happened to me? This isn't how it's meant to be. Let's go home. This is like tight. Like my forearms feel tight doing this. I just think I'm very competitive with myself and with other people. So I'm quite hard on myself. I want to like perform, not perfectly, but my best on any given day. And whether that's like today, I'm not really very strong, but I still want to do my best. And my best will be lower than it is when I'm feeling better. I just always want to do the best that I possibly can, given the scenario. And I think that I'm very hard on myself, so if there's any tiny little things that are maybe weaknesses or I feel slightly worse at, then I like hone in on them. And I like I like picking apart my performances to try and make any micro changes to get any gains. And I really like climbing, so I want to do as well as I can in that. Find a brush. I was like, my forearms. Absolutely gone. Let's get on to the hard stuff. So powered out. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it's so good. I was reading it during World Championships and I was so invested that I couldn't really read it very much because it wasn't like something that I was like reading and it was like I was just skimming through it. It was like I was so invested in it that it was like almost distracting me from the comp, so I had to stop reading it. I think I finished it on the way to Malaysia. And I cried on the plane. not necessarily like sad, not happy, just like both and everything. It's so good. You should definitely read it, especially if you like sci-fi, and even if you don't, you should read it. No, that's all right. Bouldering, I don't really know. In the UK, they rarely like give a specific grade for a climb. I think they've started doing it at a few centres, but usually it's just like a grade boundary. And it doesn't really matter in competition climbing what grade it doesn't really matter knowing. I think the grades in commercial gyms are just so not applicable to competition climbs, and a lot of the time not anywhere near as hard as you need them to be. So for bouldering, I don't really know. Sure. I've done like V13 on the kilter, but I also don't really go on the kilter very much. I think I've had like 6-7 sessions on the kilter board. For lead, I've topped an 8C+, but I did that second go, so if I projected, I don't know. Again, because it's not really very applicable to competition climbing for like my training at the moment. But lead, I would know more. Lead, like I flashed 8C and I've topped 8C+. If I worked it, probably 9. What the hell is that?
What the hell is even that?
What the hell? Why did you set that then? I was like getting into my shoulder like, oh, I'm getting there, I'm gonna do it. I looked up and it was like a mountain away. I'll pop out my shoulder if I try that. Let me try it from the beginning. I'd say like if you had 5 to 10 goes on it and you're just not making any progress on anything, then it's probably just too hard for you. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to say like a grade wise, because grades are so subjective. I don't really like, oh my god, no, I can't say. I was about to just be like, I don't believe in grades. That would definitely be going in the video. Everyone doesn't believe in grades. If you're trying it like 10 times and there's no progress in moves being completed, or your body doing moves differently to make it closer to being done, then I would say it's too hard for you and you probably bit off more than you can chew. You should probably try something easier. I think coming onto the World Cup scene, I actually came into it in a really good position. So I went to the selection for the UK and I was only like 18 and I won the boulder and I won the lead. So I was first up in terms of I was given free range with what World Cups I wanted. And I was sort of feeling relatively confident going into it because of the 2 wins. And then I had in my opinion, a very mediocre season. In boulder I was relatively consistent, but consistently not good enough to make round progression. And then in lead it was very all over the place, just not at the level at all. So it's a big eye opener. Even though I was winning the UK comps, it didn't really mean anything on the international scene. It's just a whole massive step up. I think it's getting better. Our GB team is really evolving, and so it's a lot stronger and more we have a lot more strength in depth now, I think. But back then, it was definitely like kicked you down when you maybe got a bit too big for your boots. At 2023, that was basically me just being kicked down. It's like you're immediately going to the best athletes from every single country who have been doing it for a lot longer than you and who have a lot more experience than you. So obviously you're most likely going to be humbled, and I was.
The setting shop as well. That's the difficulty in variety.
Yeah, I think the setting definitely. It's just not commercial. Like a commercial, you can't really grade comp climbs, but like a commercial V11 would just never be in a comp because it's like 80% of the field would make very good progress on it. Because if it's like a strengthy V11, it's not going to be hard in any round for the field, I would say, in my like experience. Yeah. The base level strength and fitness of all the competitors is like ridiculous. Strength boulders were a lot harder than I thought they were going to be.
And you were seen as like the strong climber in the UK.
Yeah, so when I like selected for World Cups, everyone was like, oh, Erin's so strong. Erin's strength is that she's really, really strong. And then I went to World Cups and like didn't top a single strength boulder that entire year because they were like, in any round they were like at least probably V10, V11 strength boulders, and I was just not at that level. I was like, so psyched with like flashing V8, V9 strength boulders, and then having to like top a V10 strength boulder in 4 minutes was suddenly, or 5 minutes, is something that 80% of the rest of the field making round progression could do probably within the first 2-3 attempts, and I was just nowhere near. We had like a school project where we had to make a parachute. Then we would test them out in class, and whoever's took the longest going down a certain drop would win. And I went out, I like built my parachute. I went outside like my apartment, dropped it off the balcony, and it worked. It was like parachute hit the ground. So I was like, got really excited, like ran downstairs to grab it, and then what did I think I went outside to grab it. There's like a lift that brings you down. I grabbed the parachute, went to run back into the lift, but it had shut. So I just like slammed into the wall, into the lift doors, started crying, like sobbing.
Your favourite memory?
It's so good because I got a reward afterwards.
Did you win the parachute?
I don't remember how the parachute. I probably had concussion. I don't remember, but I got a massive egg on my head. I had to go to hospital.
The sort of when you ran into the wall.
I did that as well. But I got pizza. My parents bought me a pizza afterwards. We were playing next to the pool and we were told not to run around, and I continued to run around. You were chasing me. I was like looking around for you, then you came running around the corner, so I quickly turned around to run and smacked into a wall. Damn! And then massive egg. So if you're wondering why my forehead looks like this, I used to have I've grown into it more. I used to look like a beluga whale. Put an old picture of me and a beluga whale here. Spot the difference. Beluga whale, Erin at age 5 to 15. Also just climbing. Climbing was pretty fun. My English teacher once threw my English notebook out off the balcony. Of a 2-story balcony at school. I don't know. I actually do not know. Who was my favourite teacher? Amy asked this, didn't she? She did. I honestly, it's very hard.
I think there's a safe option here.
What, Amy? I do like Amy setting a lot. And it's weird that I like it so much because a lot of the time it's like my anti-style. But that's probably why I like it. Because if I need to work on that specific anti-style, I know exactly who can provide the stuff I need. I like Max Ayrton's set as well. And Sakura. It's like B-pump style almost. That's really cool. Sergio. I really like his sets. And I think he's really quite strong as well, so he can actually work the climbs and see if they work well. I'm really bad at climbing Pierre's climbs. That's like my worst set ever. If he's setting, I'm just probably, well, hopefully this off season I can work on it, but this season, if it was like a predominantly Pierre set, I would just bomb. Well, I read the first Yang Chen book. That's really good. I'm reading the second one now, but it'll only really make sense if you have watched Avatar. But that's really, really good. And I've read, obviously, Project Hail Mary. That was really, really good. It's another good one I read. Oh, I read the Mistborn books, or the 2 last Mistborn books this year. And Hero of Aegis is very, very good. Probably, it's definitely, for me, the best one of the entire series by far. I've read the first 3 Red Rising books. Those were all really, really good. I loved like everything with the, I can't say it, but yeah. And then Golden Sun was really good. I think Morning Star was better than Golden Sun. I read that really quickly, and I was in Bali when I read it. Like, I was competing when I read it, but I still read it really quickly. Oh, I read Picture of Dorian Gray. That is so good. So, so good. I annotated that one to like the absolute heavens. I've read like a bit of everything, so it's nice. It's a good like mix. Nothing. It's just stuck. Everything is stuck. Everything is not working. Just so weak. Oh, I'm so weak. What's happened? It's warm. You know, but it's warm. I wore this the entire depot video. Did you not realise? No, I stole it from your car. Wow. Oh. Next question. I honestly don't. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have like probably like 3 competition pairs. I'll have 1 training pair. I'll have 1 comp pair, and then I'll have 1 pair that's also a comp pair, but it's slightly stiffer, so that I can change. Yeah, if it's like a championship event or like a double World Cup and there's boulder and lead, I'll have more than that. But then I'll always wear the competition pairs. I'll only wear them for 1 competition, but then I'll wear them for training afterwards. So lots and lots. I order them from like my contact in between competitions, like in between the stints. And yeah, I order them sort of in bulk. Yes, thank you, Scarpa.
Oh, jeez.
That's a terrible idea.
Next question. My favourite TV show is probably Avatar, or Legend of Korra, or Modern Family. Manja! I will watch TV shows just over and over again. Movies. I used to watch The Bugs Life like every single day when I was a kid, and like Hotel Transylvania. That was like my absolute. I used to watch Hotel Transylvania. The Zing song would be my walkout song, but only the little rap that Drac does. Zing by Johnny and Drac.
So listen, all you singers from here to Beijing, you better crash the box and get ready to clean.
Zing and a zing and a zing and a zing. So there's only one lady and a zing for me. Then I ran out. Let me share. Zinging in the rain. What would actually seriously be my walkout song? At first I thought you said The Weeknd, and I was like, yeah, that'd be a good shout. And then I realised what you said. I feel like walking out to like an actual serious song, like Sao Paulo by The Weeknd. Sao Paulo is like my hype song, but actually having to walk out would just be too much. I'd need something jokey, because I wouldn't be able to take myself seriously. If I walked out to Let It Grow from the Lorax, I'd do it that.
My name's Marie and I am 3.
Or Try Everything. Try everything! Because you should try every beater. If it's not working, you should change it. It will remind me as I walk out. I messed up tonight, I lost another part. God, it's so inspirational. Shakira says it's okay. Is it not? Huh? Oh my god, shut up. Probably. I'm just so cold now. No. Time flies when you're talking about Zootopia.
They're making a sequel.
Are they actually? Oh god. Tried everything. Tried everything. It doesn't have quite the same ring to it, does it? Tried everything, left nothing on the mats. I think this season I saw myself like differently from an outside perspective. I think last season, with it being my breakthrough year, it sort of seemed like most of the pressure was from inside, because I wanted to start getting consistent results. I didn't want it to seem like a fluke, but other people weren't expecting me to get good results. It just sort of kept happening. But I don't think going into any competition last year people would be expecting me to like be in a final or be on a podium. This year I went into the season like thinking the hardest like pressurized part is past. So now it's like significantly easier because I've had good results, all the pressure's sort of off. And that was completely wrong when I like the first stint in Asia, I got like 1 bronze and 2 golds. So it sort of set the tone for the rest of the season, and there was a lot more pressure from outside of myself. So I think that was definitely new, and it was like a learning curve, putting that behind me, especially when I wasn't expecting it going into the season. So I think I just learned that I can feel pressure from outside, and just learning how to frame that in a positive light rather than a negative light, because it is positive. If people are expecting me to do it, it's because they believe that I can do it and they've seen me do it again and again and again. So it's a positive thing. It's just that sometimes I think your mind can make it put it in a negative light. So that's what I learned. got very good grades in my A-levels, like A's. I got an unconditional to a university. Like if I wanted the spot, then I could have it. My climbing at that point just wasn't where I wanted it to be. I just simply was not at the level at all internationally. And even though I love education, I knew that I wouldn't be able to do both to a degree that I'd be happy in. Like I wouldn't be able to do either of them to the level that I wanted to. So one sort of had to be sacrificed, and she picked climbing. And I still think now, even talking to my coaches about what this off-season is going to look like, it's an amount of training every day, day in, day out, where I just wouldn't be able to do education alongside it. Like I think leading up to the Olympics, I was doing like over 40 hours a week of training, 45 hours a week of training maybe, pre the Olympics. So it's like a full-time job. I just don't have time to do education. Because when you know, a full-time job and then you've got all the logistics and planning of traveling around the world for like a year. Other people's situations are different. I know some people who are in education or who choose to go into education or work. I know I didn't go to university because I wanted to get myself into a position where when I'd finished university, like when the 3 years was up, that I didn't have to get a job. Because obviously that would probably be my life if I didn't climb. Like I would do uni and then I would work. So I wanted to not go to uni so that I could get to the point where I could do climbing as like a full-time job and I would actually get paid to do that, and I would have the income necessary to not have to work alongside it. I'm just like permanently pumped. Like my hand is just like this. Like this is just my natural position right now. Like I desperately need some sort of.
I think you need to roll it.
I need to be admitted. I need to be admitted to something. I just don't. This arm is beyond recognition. Look at the shake on it. Tell me you won't be scared of this hand that's reaching towards you in the darkness. I do. This season, I think it was sort of different. Like before the season started, I talked to her about the anxieties of going into a new season. I think it's always stressful not knowing where you are after quite a long break. Coming into like the European World Cup, so spoke to her again. A lot of it was about like how the season had started with 3 medals and going into the rest of the season. I suppose the expectations from me and other people of what my shape would be like and what my results would be like. So just talking it through, and you sort of compartmentalise it. And I think a lot of the time you have anxieties about things, or a lot, for me anyway, I suppose it's different for everyone. But like I have anxieties about things, like lots of little things, and then it seems like such a big thing. But when you actually talk about all the tiny little things, you can learn to understand them, and then they just become just sort of facts of the career instead of like these big things that are really daunting. I actually just like moved my finger like this and it really hurt. ASMR. Oh my god. Oh. If people can't see the mic right now, they'll probably think I'm a complete... Listen to my wrist. I'm out. I'm out. Jesus! I'm smelling colours right now. That is the end of the board session. I feel really accomplished. Like I tried really hard. Well, no, I feel like I tried really hard and nothing happened. So that's good. I tried everything. I messed up tonight. I lost another fight. Thank you for all your questions that you've sent in. Let me know how you found this video and if what you want to see. I'm always open for suggestions. And I hope you enjoyed watching me try my best to no avail today. My forearms have cramped up. They started off cramped up. The end result is that they are still cramped up. I'll see you very soon in another video. Hope you have a good day. Bye.